Today is Tuesday, March 13th, 2012, and this is the Pastel Pony Podcast, the episode for It's About Time. I'm your host, VDSAD. How's it going, everybody? Billies and gentlecolts, welcome, welcome. It's good to see you again. Longer for me than it was for you. Now, I wanted to talk about a couple of things, but I actually don't have that much this week. First off, I will start off with a review because I actually did get a chance to read something this week. The thing that caught my eye was the story Permaculture, which I may be pronouncing wrong because I'm bad at words. But it's essentially the story of Twilight's birthday party getting canceled because her mother gets sick and she needs something to occupy her mind. So she delves into the mysteries of Pinkie Pie once more and finds something rather interesting. I'm not going to spoil anything, but it's a one-shot, and I really enjoyed it. I think it's something worth checking out. Besides that, I have that wonderful thing where I put weekly moments of ridiculous and smile and then don't give myself any notes. Curse you, Pass-Through. This is all your fault. But I do actually know what the weekly moment of smile is because, as I'm sure all of you are aware right now, Tara Strong, who plays Twilight, should probably be up for Troll of the Year because she's just having way too much fun with Twitter. And as soon as she put up that rap, it was maybe an hour before John Giesecke, one of the immensely talented Brony artists, managed to put fan art up, and then within about an hour of that, there were remixes by Alex S. and many others. Alex S.'s wasn't my favorite, but the fact that it got up so quick and was fairly well done was awesome. I don't recall what my favorite is. If you poke me in the comments, I will try to remember and post a link. Besides that, the announcements thing, I know I promised interviews. They're coming. They are coming. Just like an Equestrian Invasion, but much sooner. I'm trying so hard to finish that. You have no idea. I really am trying. The biggest issue is that I still haven't found a girl for Luna, and I keep getting really lazy because I keep finding paintings that I want to make. Speaking of which, don't know how many of you are fans of the visual art, especially the non-digital visual art, i.e. paintings, but I figured I'd announce this since I'll probably have it finished within the next week or two because I'm not gonna lie, I have foregone sleeping, eating, drinking, and several other things just to work on this painting. And I don't know how it's going to turn out. I'm still really, really scared. But at the same time, it's so pretty so far. I can't wait to finish it. A while back, Sethisto posted a banner on Equestria Daily of Trixie saying, "Draw me like one of your felt girls," which, for those of you who don't know, is a play on "Draw me like one of your French girls" or "Paint me like one of your French girls," which is both indicative of a style of art and more so just the general attitude towards artists about a century ago. Basically them being both talented and dark people, but also somewhat lecherous. It's not as true as it used to be, but the point remains that it gave me an absolutely brilliant idea, and I've got Trixie on a fainting couch in a really fancy looking room. Trixie's not in the painting yet, but she will be. This is one of the few times I've actually taken time to sketch out what I'm doing. I often just start going and experiment as I'm painting, and while I am still experimenting, I wanted this to turn out well enough that I was actually doing a lot of groundwork and practice that I haven't done for a long time because, I've been painting and drawing for about 15 years now, in addition to acting and writing. Those of you who ask, I've had people come into the Idea Vault and ask, "Where is this just intuition?" No, it's not. I'm just older than a lot of you and have been doing... I was a very introverted child. I did very little other than read, write, and draw. And I suppose that pays off now. For future Drew. I'm going to keep using that. I am. You'll see why soon. Anyhow, back to the point at hand. I thought you guys might like to see that. So when I finish it, when I get a good image, because I don't have a good camera, all I've been using is my camera phone, I will post picture-y things. Now, those of you who are interested in voice acting, because I never really do anything about how I learned what I do here, Lee Toker, the guy who played Stephen Magnet and Snails, or Snips. I really can't remember the difference. Snips. It was Snips, because he has the piggy voice and he's short. Lee Toker was on, I think it was Everfree Radio, and he was on there for like 35 minutes just talking about voice acting. And he talks about a lot of stuff that if you're interested in voice acting is very good to listen to. It's stuff that I've already learned most of. I may not be great at it, but I've learned it. But it was very hard for me to learn it because I didn't have anyone to teach me. One of the ways that I get better is just by listening to interviews like this. And in the interview, he's talking about immersion in the voice and the character and the attitude and the tics and the age range and the key phrases, which is a lot of what I do. Those of you who have listened to the outtakes know what I mean when I say key phrases, because there's, I really like her mane, and Daria. Things like that, or it's over 9,000. These are the kinds of key phrases, things that help get you into character right away. He was talking about how a lot of voice actors will say, I've got X number of voices. For him, it's very different. He says, I have this many phrases. Because that's the way it is for me, too. As I scroll down in my note document, I can tell you, I actually have different things that help me get into characters. For example, Spikes was always, well, it was a present for Moondancer. Sometimes, when Dash is really hard, it's gonna be so awesome! Although I don't use that voice very often, I have my own. Pinky's never actually been an issue, but these are the sorts of things... Oh! The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy has this to say on the subject of love. Avoid, if at all possible. He talks about these key phrases that help get you into character, the defining moment for a character that puts you straight into the voice without any other need to warm up. And he plays around, he's very silly. Interestingly enough, he can match Marge Simpson almost pitch for pitch. And I've described to you the face that Mobius made when I did Quinn Morgendorfer's voice. I made a very similar face when I heard him do Marge Simpson, and it was kind of terrifying. So I'll put a link in the description to that, because that was awesome, and I really enjoyed it. So this week, there's the Lee Toker interview, the fact that I'm eventually going to be getting to those interviews with Penstroke and Batty Gloom and Mazza, and Tara being a crazy troll person. That being said, that's really all I have for you, although that lasted much longer than I thought it would. So, spoilers, people. Oh, lies. Not yet. Not spoilers. First, I was going to say, I did mention this at the end of this week's episode, but I will continue to mention it so that you know things and you're well informed. You need to be well informed. What am I thinking for next week? I want to do Le Petit Four again. I've told you this. Let me know when. I will get back to MLA eventually. I don't know when. It's going to be a while. Because the feedback that I get from people primarily drives where I prioritize the stories that I record. Past Sins is one of the biggest reasons that people come to this channel. So, as a result, that one is every other week. That's why it's every other week. Now, So Long is a lot of fun for me to do, and as a result is another one that gets prioritized over other things. Like I said, I want to do Luna's Socks again at some point too, and after the dark forebodingness of Past Sins, that would be good sometime soon too. So, vote, talk to me, tell me things. I don't make decisions well on my own. Oh, also, the other last thing that I wanted to talk about before spoilers is the Idea Vault is actually doing fairly well. We haven't had to make a separate document yet. I've been able to get on once or twice a day. A couple of people have come in and commented. I've had maybe 4 or 5 other people in there. But they've all posted more than once. People are checking it. People are talking. Mostly to me, but that's okay. Talk to each other. You can do that. It's okay. So if you have any interest in writing, or need help developing an idea for art, or, anything like that, stop by. We would love to have you. Talk to us. So, thoughts on this week's episode. A lot of you are going to give me some sort of flack for this, but whatever. This was, in my opinion, by far one of the strongest episodes of the season. That, however, is solely my opinion. Mobius, for example, who's not here to comment on this at the moment, was telling me how he thought it was a fairly solid episode, but kind of meh, because it was so predictable. I turn my brain off when I know something's going to be predictable. It is a show for little girls. Supposedly, although after this week's episode, I'm sure that they've sort of given up on that idea. That's what it seems like. Season 3 is just going to be Ponies in Hell or something, I don't know. Tara Strong's going to get the chance to be Clarabelle from that one show again. Can't remember. But, that being said, I love sci-fi. And the fact that this was just all kinds of craziness with a little bit of time travel was just phenomenal. There were so many jokes, so much ridiculousness, and time travel. I love time travel. It's so wonderful. And there were a lot of references. For example, don't know how many of you watch How I Met Your Mother. I'm only like 3 seasons in, and eventually we'll get back to it. But I'm almost positive that that was a How I Met Your Mother reference when Spike said, "That's future Spike's problem." Or, "Curse you, past Spike." Because in one episode of How I Met Your Mother, Ted and Marshall are supposed to be doing things, I believe, for Lily and Marshall's wedding. And they're gaming on a 360. And they just go, "That's future Ted and future Marshall's problem." I was so stoked. And the Metal Gear Solid references. Jeez, there are so many. Also, Gypsy Pinkie Pie. That was not intentional, because there is no way that they could have been animating that and have known about friendship as witchcraft, but they are going to have a field day with this episode, and I can't wait to see it. There was also Terminator reference. That was so awesome. It made me so happy you have no idea. I usually hype myself up for things like this because I saw the description about a week or two ago, and this is one of the very few times when I didn't disappoint myself by doing such things. I was blown away with how spot on the pacing, the writing, the acting, and the jokes and stuff were. It was just... I also have a note that says, time speak. Which, for those of you who don't watch Doctor Who, won't know much about time speak, but it's really confusing dialogue referring to both the self in the present and the past. I'll have to have Adam the Person record his voice message for you all at some point. But it's an impressive bit of writing. Now, Pinkie. Oh yeah, Pinkie has things stashed everywhere forever. Where do those things come from and where do they go? You'll know the answer to that if you read Peticulture. That's pretty much how I feel. I'm starting to believe that. 9¼ inch catadioptric telescope and calculus on the board. That was the note I had, but I've since found out it's actually astrophysics for something dilation of time at the speed of light, I think, was what the description said. I was really bad at physics, but my friends had physics classes. Not lies, that's not even what I meant at all. My friends are physicists. Both the Box Dweller, who I've mentioned on here before, and another good friend, Mark, are physicists who have taken enormous amounts of physics, including some theoretical physics. And while I never really understood what they were talking about, I got the gist of it just because of more than a passing interest in physics and sci-fi and Star Trek. Although most Star Trek is technobabble and gibberish. But some of it's based on science, like the warp drive is based on Miguel Alcubierre's design. Or perhaps it's vice versa. It's probably vice versa. But there are scientific papers out there for warp drive. Yes, that's true. But I'm going far off onto a non-pony tangent. So, without further ado, I suppose it's time for the chat log. Next week. Thank you, by the way, to Zen Brody and Cody, who have been trying to get me chat logs. I actually had one this week. Next week I will not. Whatever this week's episode is. Oh, we're coming to the end of the season. That was a sad revelation. Oh well. It's been enjoyable up to this point, and the fans will continue while the seasons are off. I wonder what Season 3 will be like. We'll talk about that in the future, not right now. That being said, we have the chat log for It's About Time. Spike is dreaming. Lol, what? Clop, clop, clop. Cock blocked. Your clopping woke me up. Stop it. 3 a.m. Yeesh. Teleport. Twilight, your books will become unorganized. Twilight must be able to stream the latest episode of My Little Human. Not again, Twilight. Plan next month. So, Arbor Day is now canon, and nothing sexual happened ever. Ever. He said ice cream dream, not nice cream dream. Whale! Fluttershy's birthday is Arbor Day? Where is our gyro bowl? Wait, Arbor Day. Trees. Yes! A day about Fluttershy! Magical milkmen. Curse you repetitive ads. Kill it with fire! Oh my god, it's a snuggle! Dude, this shit is scary. Man, I missed the beginning. Rainbows punch holes in the sky. Ponies! Disguised but fun. We only care about the ponies. New horse time! This is called clutter. Time. Written by M.A. Larson. Time paradox! Yes! Time travel Twilight. Great Scott! Metal Gear Twilight. Shit, a pirate! John Connor. Terminator! Shut the fuck up, Twilight. Epic music. Twilight. Epic pony war? War's confirmed for Equestria. Bzz, bzz. Twilight, shut your face. Bye, Twilight. Next Tuesday. Solid sparkle. Suddenly, Doctor Who's. Twilight breakdown in 5. Twilight, no! Nice disguise. Fluttershy, still a doormat. Doctor Who's doesn't believe in time travel. Why, Doctor, why? Ow, my brain. Run, Pinky, run! Suddenly, Dashy. Pinky sense. Any pony else want to panic with me? Move over, Celestia. I'm in charge. I hope it's Discord. Dad music. Montage! Maybe this is what she was supposed to not do. Yup. Insert A-Team music here. Team, team, team. I even like the word team. You probably think there's a picture of my family. Well, it's no. It's the A-Team. That wasn't part of it. I just felt it needed to be. Lol, Spike looked high. Las Pegasus! It's the Pound Puppies from the ads! Isn't it great? Hell is now canon. Tartarus? Fluttershy's best warrior. How did he get out of hell? Then where's Olympus? Stealing everyone's thunder. Cerberus loves balls. You can literally go to hell in Equestria? Pow. Paper cut of Satan. Okay, did she just literally run to hell and back? To hell and back, yes. She's gotten better at running since Fall Weather Friends. I'll be back once I return him to the gates of Tartarus. Apparently running to hell only gets you muddy. Canon, you mad? Celestia equals Helios? Last week it was Satan, now Cerberus. And Twilight Sparkle equals Odysseus. Misread that as Oedipus. The androids are coming! Spike. Troll Spike. Lol, you go, Spike. Poker face. That's Future Spike's problem. Baltimore? I bet Future Spike has a tummy ache. Rainbow Dash's voice? Trollololo Dash. So go get a haircut. Stable time loops, yay! Use magic to fix your hair. Gypsy Pinky! They made this episode for us. Just us. Pinkie Pie equals Gypsy. Seems legit. Pinky's so OP, that's why I love her. Watch as I work my gypsy magic. Pinky Troll. Trollololo plot. Dead flank. Continuity. Science! Your holes in space-time are getting worse, Pinky. Headband! Apertures. Recalibrate the apertures on the Sagigajalidu. Turn crazy. Oh, gods. Everything. Monitor.
Everything.
Everything. Monitor all the things. Big Twilight is watching you.
Oh God, no!
Nom nom nom.
Oh my God, how much ice cream does Twilight eat?
Eye patch emergencies? Gotta love Pinky. The image was mirrored.
Pirate Ninja Suit, go!
So she's either solid or big. Bodysuit is gonna make so much R34 it's ridiculous. Future Twilight be trolling Twilight. She's making sure the time loop stays stable by visiting her past self because she already did. Twilight made Twilight freak out, so she has to make Twilight freak out. Well, there's a suit. That spy. You created a time paradox, Snake. Totally looks legit. Pinky wears latex for fun. Twilight the Time Pony! Slowly. 2 words. Stealth mission. It's going to help out. Equestria's Guard, fuck! Metal Gear. Continuity.jpg. Lol. Dead Hourglass. Breaking into Canterlot's easy. Hey, Twilight. Wee woo, wee woo. Vision mailed. Derp. Lol, what? Metal Gear, awesome. BDSM. Brings Dragon into library where priceless scrolls are kept.
It was under tea.
Disaster is worrying about non-existent disaster. Damn it, Pinky. You can find anything. What's wrong with you?
Celestia.
Morgana Trolling. Happy Tuesday. Trolestia. She's Twilight-licious. It's the T to the... Tip the hourglass over. Face palm. Oh, shit. She's a chicken. Inception. Epic fail Twilight logic. Derp. Twiception. Science?
Cover her mouth now. It's not science, it's magic.
Multiple face walls. It all makes sense.
Deja vu.
And the moral is, do not travel back in time. Infinite time loop. You'd think she'd just go back in time again. How did you say? Spike? His dream? More time travel. Spike died. The end. Reverse psychology. Time paradox.
That was good.
And then Kronos appeared. Twi is Dr. Hooves. It is kind of ironic watching this episode again. So that was It's About Time. I hope you enjoyed it. I certainly did. Y'all have a wonderful week. Next week, past sins. Cheers. And safe travels, everybody. This is Vos de Sueños signing off.